Hello everyone. So today we will cover that components in React.js, like what are the component and how do they work. In the last session, I think we have seen like how this React project flow work. Okay, how this all I can say like the project flow work. What are the use of the different files? Like we have seen app.js use, main.jsx use, and we have seen some basics of applying CSS as well, right? How to apply CSS, right? So today we will understand how to create components and what are the different type of components we can design, okay, and how we can call them and what are the different type of them. Okay, so let's to begin now without wasting the time. So what are the component and how does it work? So component is a reusable piece of UI user interface that control how a part of the app look and behave. Okay, so in short, let me explain you. Whenever we are working a simple web application, right? So we will having a different type of say navigations. We are having a different type of pages like login page, registration page, contact us page, right? So they all behave like a component in the React. So we will design different component, one component for login, one component for React. So these are the kind of independent building block like logo pieces, okay, that you can combine to build a complete web application. So whenever you want to make a complete application, we do combine them all together and then only the complete application will work. As I told I think in the last session as well, React does follow a single page application. React does follow the single page application. So that means we will having only one HTML file. We are not having a n number of HTML file. All the things will be land under the single HTML file only, right? Which could be nothing like index.html, right? This index.html file. So whatever that rest we do create, that do we create the component only. So component is nothing like a simple what I can say like independent building block, okay, which will having some kind of functionalities. And one thing I want to tell you, this const that we have in our application, right? So let me delete it right now. It is not going to use for our this I can say lecture now. So later on I will tell you these are one kind of hooks. So hooks is one of the important topic that time I will let you know what is the purpose of this particular use state. Okay, so right now I'm deleting that. Okay, so right now I'm deleting that. So how to we create the component? So what I can do, I will create a one kind of folder here under the src and I will give a name is like components. Okay, so inside that we will create a one component. Every file which we will create under this React, right, that will be start with any name, okay, and it will having extension .jsx. So JSX is JavaScript with XML, right, which is used for kind of viewing purpose, rendering data. So that also I will let you know. Okay, so I created one component and inside that I will create any component name. So first of all, let's understand what are the different type of components which we have. Okay, so we are having a two type of component here: class component, which is kind of older approach, and functional component, which is a modern and recommended approach. Okay, so we'll understand class component and then we'll understand functional component and mix of both. Okay, so as I told, right, class component will kind of older approach and functional component is like it's a modern approach. Okay, so that we will understand what are the class component, how can we design them, and what are the functional component, how can we design them. Okay, so what I can do now, let's create a one what I can say like file under this components. Okay, and I will give a name of that file, say like welcome. Okay, so let me give one file name here, welcome.jsx. So it is one kind of file, okay, welcome.jsx, and here we have to write some piece of code. So first I'm going to explain there's a functional component, then we'll understand that class component. So function component will start with a function only. So like function with any function name like welcome. Okay, so it's a simple function component, okay, like welcome, and inside the welcome I'm having a return statement which is having a like welcome to React. Okay, and here we are simple exporting it. As I told previous time, export is one of the important part. If I will miss the export, my component will not be called, right? So if you're having understanding of function in previous language, that's fine. If you do not have, let me explain you here function. Function is a simple kind of block of code which will run independently. Okay, so I created a one function. So same like when do we create a multiple components, so every component either will be a class component or will be a function component. Okay, they do run independently. So here I'm creating a one functional component, class component I will explain later. So inside that, what I'm doing here, I am writing a simple return statement and I'm writing welcome to React, right? Welcome to React, it is a simple kind of heading tag, right? So this component which I created under this components folder, this will not be called. So when I will run this file, right? Let me run this first. So how to run this? Go to this package.json file and here we will having like dev and just click on the run script. So then it will start and just click on this flow link. So you can see right now I'm getting hello, how are you? That's it in the left corner, right? But I'm not getting the message which I'm writing here. What it was, it is like a welcome to React, right? I'm not getting this welcome to React. Why? Because which file is running by default? app.jsx file is running, and here I've written hello, how are you? So whatever I've written here, hello, how are you, that only is displaying there, right? In the view only. So I have to display my this component as well, which I created in the welcome.jsx. So how it will work? How we can call them, right? So how we can call them? I have to go to the welcome.jsx. So first we have to import it. Okay. Always remember that whenever you're going to call, then we have to give the import, and the import, it will take two things. One is a here function name, right? Or it is a function name welcome, and after that what is saying? It is saying welcome.jsx file. So here it is a file name. So here whatever I'm writing right after from, it is a location of the file. So that means I have one components folder. Inside the component folders, it is having a welcome.jsx file. Okay, and here welcome, I'm writing that the function which I created inside the component. Okay, so inside this components folder welcome.jsx having a one function. So this function I created, right? Same function name I am giving here actually. So this welcome is nothing like a function name, and this is a location of that particular file where I created this particular welcome.jsx, right? And in this line, what I'm doing, I'm simply calling this particular component. So how do we call that? We will write the function name with angular braces, and we can close that angular braces. So that way we do call them, right? So it is a call of this component, and without import we cannot call them, right? Now let's say suppose here I am writing one export. If I do not write export here, suppose if I do not write export, I am simply writing this function only. That time it has started crying and it will say that that cannot be import here. If I will run this file, right, it will simply giving me error. Okay, so first let me correct this, why it is giving the error. Okay, this div we have, right? Now let me use this welcome. So now it is giving a welcome call like that, right? But I did not make a export here, right? So if I will save it, right, and if I will run it, right, see what does happen. I will not get anything. If I will go to this inspect element is kind of one way which we can debug the application. So I can go to this console, and here it is simply saying that uncaught syntax error .src component welcome to just does not provide export name default. So that means if it is not provided that export keyword, right, so I am calling it, right, but it is not going to call that particular. So it is a one kind of error actually for me. It is a one kind of error for me, so which I have to correct it. So whenever we are creating any component, right, we have to export it. So how can I export? Just go to this particular file. Okay, and here we have to keep it export. We have to keep it export. So simple, right, export default welcome. So first we have to write function name with a specific return statement, and then with export keyword. So when I will write the export keyword, it will simply giving me here, it will simply giving me a call. Now if I will run this, right, if I will run this, and if I will go to the browser, if I will go to the browser and if I will reload it, right, I will get the simple output welcome to React. So welcome to React is nothing like one kind of component welcome that I created, and hello, how are you is coming from the app.jsx itself. So normally we do follow this approach. We do not write everything in app.jsx, right? We do not write everything in app.jsx. app.jsx. App.jsx is simple while having a component call only. So this part I'm removing it right now, because inside that we do not write any kind of things which could be run. We will everything whichever we want to display over the browser, we do keep under the component only, right? So welcome.jsx is a one component, right, which will having a some kind of function welcome, and it is returning some values, right? So that is the one way of designing a function. And now let's understand how to create a class component. So for class component, let me create a one new file, same like a welcome. I will give a file like welcome one, something like that, okay, welcome1.jsx. So welcome1.jsx, it will having a like some information regarding the component. So how to write it? Let me copy the code directly. So here, whenever we are going with the class component, right, that time a component, here is also file name. So let me make it welcome1, okay, instead of welcome. So welcome1 is the one class which is extending the component, right? Component is the one predefined kind of components of this React package. So whenever you are going to create any class component, right, so this class component always extend the component, right? That's the first thing that you have to keep in your mind, right? And here we do keep a constructor. So constructor is something which will call at beginning itself. So that time you should have to understand this object-oriented programming flow. So class is the one part of object-oriented programming only, right, where we will having one kind of constructor and any kind of methods, right? So here constructor is something which will mainly use to initialize the variables. So class, first class, and extending the class component. So component is one predefined component, so that is the one kind of use of it, right? Constructor will be there in every I can say component. So let me remove this part right now. I will make it simple, okay? Now do not keep this. So that is the one kind of constructor, okay? And here we having a return statement, right? Return statement, render, and then return statement. So let me write this this way. So in function component we are having only the return statement, right? But in class component we will having a render. Inside the render we are having a return statement, right? And here we are keeping the div, right? Here we are keeping simple h1 because we are returning simple h1 value. But here we are returning two different values, right? One is a h1 and one is a paragraph. So h1 and para, we are having to bind it. That's why I'm keeping under the div only. So whenever you are returning more than one elements, so here h1 is one kind of element and para is like one kind of element. So both response I want to return. So that means it will not return the individual things. It will return with the div only. So div is kind of simply blocking this in a one particular block, one particular kind of box, and this box having a two different element that can be directly rendered to the app.jsx, right? And what is the props here? As we can see, right, I was using the props. Props is something is like a property. Props is something is like a property which will receive the data that will send from the app.jsx. Okay, how it will send? Whenever we do call them, that time we do send them, right? So inside that what we did, I created one class component whose name is welcome1, okay, that will always extend the component, right? That will always extend the component, and it is having a one constructor. Constructor uses simple is initialize the value, is simple initialize the values, and we are having a one render part, and render is having a one kind of return part. So whenever we are having a class component always will give a render, and render will having a return statement, right? At the end what we have to do, we do not forget to export. So we have to write export default with the function a class name. So which class we want to export? Welcome1 only. If I forgot to export, I am unable to import from the app.jsx, right? Because this welcome1.jsx file will not be run directly, that will run by the app.jsx only, because the flow will come with the app.jsx. After that, whatever you have created, that you have to give a call of them, right? Now let's understand what is happening under this constructor. Okay, so let's see how can we call them. So go to this app.jsx, and here I can simply write import. Okay, what is the welcome1, like that. So welcome1 from component welcome.jsx, right? It's a simple kind of what I can say like import only, right? So welcome1 is a one class name, and from after that I'm writing, right, it is a simple location of the file. So inside the components, welcome1.jsx is a one file. Inside that file, I created one welcome1 what I can say like class. It could be class or it could be function that we cannot. First we are importing it, right? Import welcome one from component welcome1.jsx, right? And here we are giving a call of them. So welcome one, and here we are passing one name equal to React developer. What is the name here actually? Name is nothing like a props only. Name is nothing like a props. So what upon this name will go directly to this welcome1.jsx file, and this props will receive this name. Which name it will receive? React developer, right? It will receive the React developer here. And what is happening here? The super is calling a one parent class constructor, which is nothing like a component only. So component is also like one kind of predefined class component, which is having a one constructor. So that is having a super. Okay, super is directly give a call of this component only. Now here we are using this dot state equal to count 0. This dot state equal to count 0. So that means here we are creating our count variable. In the count variable we are assigning like 0 only by default. So here it is displaying hello this dot props dot name. So this dot props dot name, what is this name? Name is something which is coming from the app.jsx. So app.jsx I am sending name. So here you can understand we are sending the value, right, in a key value pair. So name is like a key and React developer is like a value, right? So we are sending from the app.jsx as a key value pair, but when it will receive to this particular component, we do receive that through the key only, not through the, we do receive through the key and we will receive the value inside it. We do call the key and we do receive the values. So how does it work? Here it will simply say that this dot props dot name, this dot props dot name. So here what I will get? I will simply get the name. What name I will get? Which is nothing like a React developer, right? So here I am passing the name. Suppose here I am passing some other name. Suppose here I am passing like role, something like that, role. So that means here welcome one role React developer, right? So in this case, what I will pass here, instead of name, I will pass the role. So whatever key I will pass under the app.jsx, right? Same I will call here in the this dot props dot like that. This dot props dot role, this dot props dot name, something like that. And whatever I am writing a count, so here I am writing this dot state dot count. So count is what? Count is nothing like a state. So here count is a one variable. Count is a one variable. Variable is simply used to store the values, right? So if you want to starting of this, right, please understand the basics of class variables, class constructors. Okay, if you do not have, you can go through with some tutorial. Okay, or I will also record some sessions of object-oriented programming, how this class work, and what are the variable, what are the constructor, what are the functions, right? So you have to understand here, we are understanding two things here. One is a props and second one is a state. One is a props and second one is a state. So what are the props? Props is something which is called property, okay, and state is something which is called a simple variables of the class, right? So count is a one variable which is having a 0 values. I just initialize this dot state equal to count 0, right? So here count will be 0, and what could be the props value? Props value will become directly from the app.jsx file, right? So let me save this and go to this browser now. So go to this browser now. You can see here I am getting hello React developer and count 0, right? So hello React developer, that is coming directly from the app.jsx. So React developer is coming from the app.jsx through the props, and count 0, that is a simple variable which we are storing under this class component only, right? This dot state equal to count, right? So that we are going to return from the render. So render is something which is returning the values, and constructor is something where we are writing some kind of logics, right? So this is a simple kind of example to differentiate between function component, class component. Now you can see that how much things we are going to use under the class component. They are having a lot of number of lines. That's why it is called older approach, and people are not going to use that frequently. But function component is one kind of modern approach, most frequently used. Okay, so that is kind of modern approach, and that will take less code as well. Okay, less code as well. So these are the two different way of designing the class component and function component. Okay, and how to call them, that also I explain them. Okay.